This video will describe the process of placing the student within an agency and the steps directly following the finalization of placement. The internship structure and student placement is mostly guided by the students. Supervisors and field faculty members support the student by assisting, processing experiences, and providing the opportunities for experience as well as the environment for learning. Prior to being placed, the students in the BSW and MSW program complete and submit their field applications. Once they are accepted in the field sequence, they are matched with an agency, and upon successful interviewing, they are placed within the agency. The student completes the necessary preparation for the internship and orients on the first day of class. During this time, the student is made aware of the expectations and is prepared with the knowledge and understanding related to documents and assignments for the agency. Planning for a student in the agency can be difficult because there are many tasks that need to occur before the student begins practicing. Planning for students may look a little different depending on the agency you are working with, but it usually includes having an FI and TS in place, completing screens or tests, scheduling adequate time for the student, picking a start date, having a designated workspace for the student, maintaining a safe learning environment for the student, providing orientation, materials, and access to resources for the student, and having a safety plan, backup needs, and readily available ongoing projects for them. The cooperative agreement serves as an outline of expectations of the social work department, agency, and students. The department works toward building approval of the agencies and our settings to be used for field agency placements. The department is also responsible for placing students at agencies while taking into account the students' learning needs and preferences. The department will also develop and implement general orientation and training workshops for FIs to upgrade the field program. The department is also responsible for student evaluation of their performance, the course grade, and arranging a first visit and a final site visit. It is the agency's responsibility to designate an FI and TS for the student placed in the agency. Also, it is up to the agency to delegate allotted time for the supervisors to attend orientation and meetings. The agency will orient the student to the agency and their designated workspace. Students are encouraged to review policies and procedures specific to their field placement. The students should be made aware of trainings and orientations that they must complete prior to beginning work in the agency. The agency will participate in a discussion related to the learning plan, which should be executed by the student. The agency's FI will also be responsible for holding weekly supervisory conferences with the student intern. The agency is responsible for the assignments of and monitoring of academic level appropriate learning tasks, completion of student-related documents, a written evaluation and participation in the student evaluation process, and participation with the department in regular evaluation of the field practicum and in curriculum development and monitoring. Students play a big role in facilitating their field placement. They are responsible for their behavior in the agency, and they are to uphold the values and ethics of the social work profession within the agency. The student will be held accountable for their attendance at the agency according to the schedule of hours discussed. If there is any need for adjustment or deviation from the original schedule, the student must handle it in a professional and responsible manner. All hours, whether original or adjusted, must be approved by the FI or TS. The student is in charge of setting meetings with the FI or TS to discuss the midterm, learning plan, and learning experiences. We hold our students accountable for being responsible for the completion of the learning plan tasks, as well as other agency and course-related documentation. The student is responsible for participation in all assignments under direct supervision of the FI and/or TS. The student will complete the student evaluation of field placement form and any agency-specific or student-specific assignments. Students are held accountable for applying the Code of Ethics within the agency and participating in any field assessment conferences. A link to the cooperative agreement can be found on the Field Manuals link on our department's website. Again, any questions or concerns can be directed to the Department of Social Work at Indiana State University.